Hello, everyone in the Social Media Secret Society. It is Abbie Cornall here with your Saturday training video. And last Saturday, I don't know if you caught the video from last Saturday, but I showed you how to use Canva in order to put an image or a graphic inside a mobile phone, inside a mock-up computer laptop screen. And so I did a little bit of a Facebook app cover, and I explained last week that I don't like the Facebook cover template in Canva because you actually lose both ends of it. I think it looks really amateur when you go to somebody's page or go to somebody's group or you go to their business page and half of the image is cut off. Now they might not realize because they might be using a different device, but I think it's really important for us all to check our images, especially if it's something so important as a Facebook business page cover or a group cover header or something like that. Go and check on all different devices that your image looks okay and that you've not got any writing cut off or half your face isn't cut off. That actually does put me off from following somebody, following their business or doing business with someone. It does. I know it might sound a bit petty, but I think if you can't even get a Facebook cover header right, then what can you do for me in my business? So it does actually put me off. So it might do the same for other people, or maybe I'm just the pickiest person in the world. I don't know. But anyway, today on this training, I'm just going to show you how to use, what would you call it, overlapping. So Irene asked a question last week on how to make your images and your graphics look professional in Canva. Most people, when they start using Canva, all their images look really amateurish because they're just using a colour. It's just a block. It's just as though you've got some colouring pens and you've coloured something in. That's usually what it looks like, and that's what it looked like for me when I did start using Canva. And we get to learn these tips, tricks, techniques on how to make our graphics and our images a lot more professional looking. So I'm going to show you that now, and I'm going to do a couple of images. I wonder if I can make that smaller. No, I don't think I can. I'm going to do a couple of images for Instagram, just to give you an example. So I'm just showing you an example of overlaying. So that's what I'm doing. So let me do like a bit of a girly one with some flowers, and then I'll explain where I've got these overlays from. It's all about the overlays. It's all about using the translucency button, which I did explain last week. You can only have the translucency button with a paid version of Canva. So I've got this image here. This is a Canva image, and all I did to find it was go into photos and type here. What did I type for this one? I think I typed wooden backgrounds, but you can type flowers, floral images, floral desktop. You can do anything like that. So I'll just put that there, and I'd like the flowers to appear in this top right hand corner as well, just to it's just nicer on the eye if you have the flowers in the top corner and the bottom corner. So let's have a look. If I copy this image, okay, and now I can flip it that way vertically, and then I'll flip it horizontally, and then it should put the flowers in that top right hand corner. Flip, horizontal, vertical, put it in the top corner, and then I just want to bring that up a little bit to about there, and hopefully you won't be able to tell. So that's going to be the background of that image, and I'll show you the same again in a story post. So I'll do the same with this. Recently used, there we go. So I'm going to do the same for this story post. I've not planned this, by the way, guys. So if it goes horribly wrong, it's not my fault. No, it is totally my fault if it goes wrong. Oh, I didn't copy it. So copy, flip, flip, flip. And then I've got a big gap in the middle, so I'm going to copy it again. I'm going to put that in the middle, and I'm going to get rid of these flowers, and I'll probably have to copy it again, won't I? but just get it to the flowers like that, and I might be able to pull it out like that. Shouldn't be able to tell. There we go. Right, so we've got a story post, and we've got an Instagram post that are both matching. Okay, so that's a good start. Right, what shall I do next? So I'm going to put a circle on the top. Okay, so elements all. I'll show you where they are. The circles are here under shapes. Can you see there? So I'm going to put a circle there. I'm going to make it white. You can obviously do whatever colours suit your branding. And then I'm going to add, this is the translucency button here. So there's the translucency there. Okay, so just so that you can see the flowers underneath. And so then I'm going to add a gold circle. So this gold circle here, can you see I've got some gold things? Well, I got those from Creative Market, and I use these things all the time. So you can just go to creativemarket.com and type gold overlays, gold images, gold vectors. And I explained last week as well that you do need to make sure they're a JPEG image or a PNG image. Otherwise, you won't be able to use them in Canva. So just make sure in the writing, when you're trying to buy anything from Creative Market, just make sure that you can use it in Canva. A lot of them are for Photoshop and Illustrator, Adobe packages and things like that. So this one is one that I got from Creative Market. It was a pack, a set of gold things. I can't remember what it's called, but there's lots of different sets, and this is part of a set. So I'll just get that. So that puts a nice gold ring on the top. And what else can we do? We could do a little bit of put some gold at the top maybe. So I'll go back to my uploads. So this, again, I got this little pack here from Creative Market. It was all part of the same set, and I would say it was about $20. It wasn't much. So I'm going to bring that because I want to use this gold one. So I would say just get one set, and then you can keep using them for all of your posts. So I'm going to put that right at the top, just nice and simple. And I'm going to copy it and put another one right at the bottom. And then I'm going to have a white line. Make that white. I'm going to make it thinner. I'm going to pull it out. You need to play around with Canva to learn how to do these little things. Copy. You've got to click out and click back in to move an element. So that's just a little trick that you learn as you go along. What else can we do with this? We could put a band on it. So you could make a little bit of a band there, like a ribbon. And we could change the colour of that to match the colour of this lily. What would you say matches? Again, you would use your branding colours, hopefully, you know what they are, and position that backwards. There. So that's pretty, isn't it? So you could put your writing in here. Again, I'll show you this little bit of gold. You can put a bit of gold at the side. Again, I got these gold splashes from Creative Market. They were part of this gold set that I got. So you could put a splash of gold there, or you could put a splash of gold at the top. And the bottom, flip it, you could have a little bit of gold at the top and the bottom of the circle. Or you could have a little bit of gold here, a little bit of gold here, whatever you want. And we'll do the same with the story post. So let's have a look at the number that I use for this pink. Oh, can't look at it, can I? Let's have a look there. That pink is FFDBDB. 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 FDBDB. Right, so we've got matching pink there, and we could have some gold. Oh, oh, let's bring that in first. Doesn't like that, does it? And make it thinner. What's it doing? What's it doing? This one doesn't want to play. I'm going to start again. Let's try again. Right, let's bring it out to where we want it. There. And now let's make it narrow. There. It's done it. Sometimes a bit temperamental. So can you see I made that big gold bar into a thin little bit of gold. Just want to see the pink behind and make that just a tiny bit translucent. And so there you can put your story post, maybe a bit of gold, why not? Gold splash there. And a gold splash there. Okay, so that is a matching, that is a matching Instagram post. You could do all different ones. You could get different photos of lilies, you could put squares, you can wrap and overlay one shape on top of another, add more translucency. So you could do a whole set of these that are similar, so they're in line with your branding, but they're using similar flowers and similar colours and your branding colours, and then you can do corresponding story posts to match them as well. And let's just add a bit of white there. Just to match it out a little bit more. Okay. There. So there's your Instagram post, there's your story post. So I hope you enjoyed that training. So like I say, you can do that with any backgrounds, any colours, any photos. What I do suggest is that you get a set of photos that is in line with your branding. Once you've got a set of photos, different ones, they might be photos of yourself, or you might have a photo shoot, or it might be certain photos of, say, these florals. I might get different photos of lilies in all different positions, some on a desktop, these ones are on a floor. And once you've got a set of photos that match and that are in line with your branding, then you can easily create a whole month or even 2 months worth of posts like this. I also do say, in order to get engagement, you do want to show photos of yourself, photos of your face, because it is social media. So try not to make all these branded posts to be every single post that you do. You know, mix up your posts, make them interesting, add in some video. We want to get you engagement, we want to get you some results in your business. Okay, but this is just a really good way of getting professional looking photos dead easily and simply using Canva. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm going to go now. Bye, have a good weekend.